Okay, VeChain. This is one that I talked a lot about back in 2021. And guess what? It is getting down there to price levels that I never thought we'd see again with VeChain, which got me thinking, well, maybe I want to become a VeChain millionaire now, where it's become a small part of my portfolio over the past couple years. But when I started doing the math and then started looking out until 2030, to see what the VeChain price prediction is, it is actually really, really feasible that you too and all of us could become VeChain millionaires with just a $5,000 investment today. Now, how crazy is that? Well, we're going to get into it in this video. Go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Really appreciate you stopping back by the channel. So the VeChain Foundation, let's first just go over what VeChain is just at a high level. I encourage you to dive into this project before you invest, as I did back in 2021. But at a high level, let me just tell you what VeChain is trying to accomplish. So VeChain is solving real world problems. And we hear that all the time, right? It's kind of a buzz phrase, but in reality, they actually are. So supply chain management, it has been a disaster, as we see during the aftermath of our pandemic that we've all experienced. Well, what if we can use blockchain technology to help out supply chain management issues? That is where VeChain comes in. Now, VeChain's technology is already being utilized by big corporations overseas like Walmart China. Slowly but surely, it's getting into Europe as well. My last VeChain video went over that, so check that one out if you haven't already. But VeChain is tackling the supply chain issue in a multitude of different areas, ranging from retail to agriculture. VeChain is trying to become the world leader for blockchain technology to be adopted in this area of supply chain management, which supply chain management is massive, right? There are so many different opportunities here for VeChain. They call themselves the world's leading enterprise grade L1 smart contract platform with an ultra low carbon and highly scalable blockchain architecture. That is VET. Now, VET currently is a top 30, just outside the top 30 crypto right now, ranked number 31, currently trading at 2 cents. I started accumulating VeChain way back last year at around 5 cents, way back in this range. Okay, right around 5 and 6 cents last year in March, and then again here in July when it dipped. We are heading down below, and see where we consolidated for a long time here at 1 cent. We are heading in that direction. And when VeChain gets down to 1 cent, this is going to be even more interesting, because then that $5,000 number I mentioned would be a $2,500 investment to potentially be a millionaire in VeChain by 2030. Now, we're going to get into those details here in just a second. I'll break down the math for you, and we'll jump into what my price prediction looks like. And it's based off of other people's predictions, but I use a pretty good source that consolidates a bunch of people's predictions and then creates one prediction based on what everybody else thinks, the experts, the analysts, what have you. So let me go back to the Twitter, because recently this was a big piece of news. So now VeChain is excited to share that they have become the official Layer 1 blockchain partner of the UFC in a historic global marketing partnership with 900 million plus households across 175 countries. VET will receive unprecedented brand/asset integration. Of course, we know Crypto.com has a huge partnership with the UFC as well. Here is VeChain making their leap at a huge partnership as well. This is big, a very big deal. And this news just came out 10 days ago. This includes broadcast features and in-arena promotion, which I've already seen pictures of, to original content distributed through UFC's popular digital and social channels. Sonny Liu, co-founder and CEO of VeChain, was very, very excited. He says this is just the beginning of a multi-year relationship with UFC, and we really look forward to changing the world together. So this was something recent that I really liked. Great from a marketing perspective, right? But I definitely encourage you to head over to vechain.org. Look at their website. Look at the resources here that they have compiled. And also check out what the features are of this protocol Also, they've got a board of advisors way down here on their website where you can, dive into them a little bit. They've got the steering committee as well. So do your own due diligence. You can check all them out here on LinkedIn, which I like, all of the members of the advisory board. But this to me is a real project with huge, huge, huge upside when you talk about supply chain management and integrating blockchain technology into that field, right? Now, let's get into the price prediction. I know you're excited for this portion of the video. Go ahead and hit the like button if you haven't already. Really appreciate you stopping by. So, what will VeChain be worth in 2030? Of course, these are price predictions. We don't have an exact estimate or guesstimate, right? However, this is fascinating because according to experts, and many experts compiled their prediction, that could be worth as much as $4.54 by 2030. $4.54. Many experts are bullish on VET's long-term value, with VeChain already a part of the long-term sustainability plans for a number of businesses and countries already. It says here, VeChain will likely be home to a thriving ecosystem of applications by this time. It'll have similar DeFi functionality to Ethereum, but its unique features, scalable architecture, and sustainability could make VeChain suited to meet the high demands of Fortune 500 companies in the future. And we all know that many Fortune 500 companies have high demands when it comes to supply chain, right? Now, with that being said, I took this $4.54 number, right, and found out in order, and I wanted to see how many VET I would have to hold for it to equal $1 million. You can see on my fancy writing here. Let me actually make this a little bit bigger. We can go out there. So there you go. 220,264 VET at $4.54 equals $1 million. Well, at the price it is today, how much would I have to pay in order to acquire 220,264 VET? Well, right now, at today's price, that would cost you right around $5,000 right now for 220,264 VET. Now, if that dived to 1 cent, now you're looking at only $2,500 that you could put in today into VeChain and hold until 2030. And if this price prediction is similar or higher, you are now a VeChain millionaire. Think about that. This is why we're playing the long game. It is so early to cryptocurrency. I keep telling people, even though it's a bear market, even though it looks like the sky is falling, even though it looks like it'll never get better, 4%, maybe 5% now of people are invested in crypto. We are super early, and VeChain provides a huge opportunity if you're willing to play the long game. I've got some interest now in acquiring more VeChain at 2 cents. It's so hard to keep track of all these different cryptos. And I just was going through all my portfolios and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm still holding some VeChain. And I was like, well, because I always think, all right, well, how much would I have to hold to become a VeChain millionaire or a Cardano millionaire or, Gala millionaire? Well, then I started doing the math and I could see, okay, well, if I can just acquire a little bit more here, a little bit more there, I have a chance if I hold these until 2030 for some big things to come my way. So hopefully you enjoyed this information. Hopefully you gleaned from it. Let me know if you did down below in the comment section. As always, thank you so much for stopping by, and I will see you all in the next video.